The following podcast may contain strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to this very special episode of Hallmark of Greatness. You may have noticed that it's just me here today. James and Plenty are currently stuck in a legal imbroglio about who was the better Prime Minister, Lord Palmerston or Pitt the Younger. So it's just me, and as a little fun bonus thing, about halfway through when we did the Castaway episodes, we decided to write down where we thought these people were going to be in the years to come. So we wrote them on separate emails, and then I've just had them sent to me. So I've never seen James and Planty's. Obviously, I've seen mine, and I'm just going to read them out because I thought it'd be fun. There's no new episode. This is technically new, but after this, we should go back to stuff. Yeah. So we'll start with the man of the hour, Ray Boyer. Apparently, he relocated to a recycling centre in Blackburn and made a new home for himself. After arm wrestling a badger, he won the freedom of a nearby den and later led them to victory against the squirrels, establishing himself as the Vermin Tsar. Or, someone else has predicted, I can't remember who's put these, I just put them on a spreadsheet. After his disappointing payday from the Stornoway Gazette, Ray went on to promote his own range of do-it-yourself last will and testament packs named By My Will. That's good. Ray Boyer went on to win 7 Oscars for his portrayal of Neo in the Matrix movies. He has since married and divorced socialite Tara Palmer Tompkinson, actor Stephen Tompkinson, and Wee Bol. He now makes and sells bespoke bionic legs for dogs that have been injured while at sea. Gordon and the Carey family moved to St Kitts, and unable to pick up a fishing rod again, Gordon took up fox hunting. To his dying day, he was unable to locate a single one. Or alternately, Gordon Carey reunited with his brother Jim, and they went on a killing spree, leaving 15 dead, 17 wounded, 21 with a bit of a limp, and one guy with quite a bad cough. When police arrested him, he would only say, fish. He now works at a roller rink outside Tadcaster with Sandy, so that's fun. There's Catherine and Des Monks. Des was later asked to step aside from coaching an under-12 side due to exerting undue pressure on the team. Liz works in retail. Or they were later removed from this plane of existence and dumped in universe 4367/XK, which is exactly the same as this universe, but all packets of crisps have got ghosts in them. Tanya Cheadle formed a jazz quartet, Cheadle's About, very good. Tanya is currently serving 4 consecutive life sentences for the death of her mother and grandmother and the fraudulent cashing of pensions for 15 years. Tanya went on a cutting-edge diet that raised her height and weight 100-fold, and she can be found trampling enemy villages for the right price. Sandy Colbeck went on to found Simple Cakes Limited, a waste reclamation project that repurposes discarded food. Some of these not everyone gets like multiple ones because some of them weren't people. Monica Cooney, I don't even know who that was, keeps getting George Clooney's post but will not forward it on. She has stuffed 3 sofas and 2 mattresses with it to date. Ron Copsey became the new face of egg custard following a public vote in 2011. He was later arrested for making a giant big corn circle. When asked why, he screeched, "I'm Ron Cropsey, and these are my lovely things." He was last seen coming second on I'm a Big Chelsea Celebrity on Ice Factor, losing out in the end to the reanimated corpse of Pudsey the dog. Julian, Colin and Natasha Corrigan became involved in a prank war with Pat, which finally escalated some years later into a chain of events that indirectly caused the COVID-19 pandemic. Hilary Freeman acknowledged her resemblance to Gwyn, and the two capitalised on it by robbing banks, exploiting a little-known loophole in the law that if the police can't catch the pair of you, you get off scot-free. Ben Fogle is locked in a public feud with Ron about responsibility for the Castaway figures plummeting and also for firebombing Ron's backup dog. Jesus. Ben Fogle started a gentleman's nude reggae club called Fogle's Bogle Ogle, but it was shut down after guest MC Jar Wobble was hospitalised by a wayward egg custard, possibly yeeted at him by Ron. All investigations by TV's Cracker proved fruitless. Was last seen talking about Oxbow Lakes on Countryfile, probably. Tammy Huff has been locked inside her mum's attic for 25 years since production finished. She's got a whole-scale electric setup there. Tammy Huff ascended to actual godhood, but was liquidised for funds during the banking crisis of 2008. Peter and Sheila Jowers had to flee the country following a Twitter war with a Guardian travel columnist, deliberately visiting each listed place and just doing a big foul in the toilets. Peter later quit his life as chief radish monitor at the Crystal Commune and decided to become the UK #1 Dave Lee Travis impersonator / stunt coordinator. After a series of failed TV pilots, including the infamous medical series DLT Gets DVT, he was last seen squatting in a field near Newport Pagnell trying to devolve. Trevor Kieran moved into balaclava production and invented the balaclava underwear design. Very good. Trevor then went on to host pilot episodes of classic rebooted 80s TV shows Bullseye, The Price is Right and 3 to 1. None of them went to series. He later returned to his old job as a driving instructor, but specialised in driving them little tiny trains you get in awful shopping centres at Christmas. He also claims to have been the inventor of the Macarena dance. Mike Laird became an actual Laird. His castle contains 304 rooms, not a single one he's chosen to sleep in. He was then tricked by an evil genie and forced to spend an eternity trapped in his magic bottle with only an OXO cube, some pepper, and a Johnny flower for company. He is currently unable to grant any wishes due to an ongoing subject access request by the remaining cast of Rent-A-Ghost. Warren Latour is now banned from Jamiroquai concerts. Kira got married and had a son, naming after her father, meaning she is now Kira, mother of Warren. That's good wordplay. Julie Lowe became a character of the well-known and long-running Australian soap opera Struth, not the bloody Billabong. Pat Murphy, following the conclusion of the prank war with Colin, travelled the world pranking. It was him that threw the first shoe at George W. Bush that time. Patrick is the new owner of the Black Pipe from the Black Pipe Beach, which he has converted into the world's largest penny whistle. Philly Page invented the term Platty Jubes and went on to make millions. She made her millions through a company also called Erotic Kaleidoscopes Incorporated. That's exactly what you think it is. She spends all the profits buying mannequins, stuffing them full of sausage meat and posting them to Podrig. When pressed for a reason why she did this, she simply hissed and slithered under a big hot rock. Trish Prater curates the Terence A Museum from a random street in suburban Dundee. Trish and Trev's script was picked up and eventually made as I, Daniel Blake. And she then spent all the proceeds from that on elective surgery to turn herself into the world's first human atlas. Roger and Rosemary Stevenson started their own stand-up career, beginning in 2003 with a tour entitled So What's the Deal with a Little Chef? They then invented a marital aid called the Rough and Round, based on Rosemary's hair and Roger's obsession with round things. Only 2 were ever made, and 1 was believed to be involved in the death of Dame Barbara Cartland. Toby Waterman took to the seas, becoming an actual waterman. Upon the untimely death of Minder star George Cole, Toby became the new face of the Leeds Building Society. Every Yorkshire Day, he has a 3-round jousting match with Howard from the Halifax in front of the baying crowd in the Mytham Rod Town Centre. He returned to Leeds a hero, and was not only given the freedom of the city, but granted the rights of prima nocta. He also opened a chain of pie shops, but unfortunately they were all right next to each other, and the whole thing collapsed in on itself. Tarquin and Muffy, or whatever they were called, are probably your landlord. And that's that, boys and girls. It was just a bit of fun. It's just something to tide us over until we figure out what we're doing next. But yeah, I hope you laughed. I thought they were pretty good. We'll see you soon. It's a sheepdog.